The same group, ShinyHunters, and I'll talk about them next, it did a lot in terms of the education vertical. It really target out of their campaigns lately, they really target this vertical a lot. So PowerSchool was an example, the same group get them between December and May 2025 and really shut down almost 18,000 school districts. A lot was told. It was restored later, right? But the same thing was happened. Same group that actually have Canva issued last month. And the same group really get into what I call the Snowflake customer wave. Another thing focused on that, and 165 companies was actually affected by this. Just to give you an example of PowerSchool and Canva, so 59% of higher education customers had data exfiltrated. And why that matters? Because they really focus on universities, because they know universities out of K-12 and other verticals inside the education area, they have more money to pay for ransom. They usually have some insurance associated with that. So make sure that if you are a university, you are a prime target for those type of exfiltrations of your data. Okay? And just a little sideline here, if you are in UK right now, 91% of UK universities were actually reported breached. 91% because they were very targeted by that group. They wanted that, and they know it's a very common for them to have insurance payouts. So just to give you an example that, oh, it happened once, never gonna happen again, that's not true. Okay. Same group, same playbook, different vendor every time. But who is ShinyHunters, or we call Shadow Adder 015? They are criminal extortion come out of COVID. They actually started at COVID. Small team, but they focus on compromising vendors that has thousands of users at a global scale. They don't go for small, they don't go for specific targets. They really get into big corporations so they can have extortions at a much bigger time. And usually, when they go for those targets, they use some tactics and techniques. The first one is actually valid accounts, right? They go and store or purchase credentials for the initial access. That's the first thing that they do. If you have compromise, if you don't monitoring your valid accounts, you got to make sure that's a very first point of attack for them. Okay. The second thing that they really love to do is to session cookies because it's easy for them. They don't need, the passwords. They go straight for the cookies because they can use those sessions for in a bad way. And data cloud and cloud storage are the primary target for them because the monitoring is a little bit elude sometimes, and it's out of control when you think about getting data in and out. You don't have as many control as you have on premise. And external defacement is usually the last play that they do because it forces the payment. It's their playbook to go for the defacement because it forces a public action from that company. So that's how this group operates, and they're really keen to do it next. So be aware if you get ShinyHunters after you, this is usually their playbook and how this is going to happen. This